What's going on, guys? Persona's not gonna be doing a show today. I'm gonna be doing a show. My name is Catfishica. That's my name. Don't laugh at my name. My name is Catfishica. Okay? I am the president of the catfish community. They call me Catfishica. Okay? Now, we as the catfish community demand respect. We demand respect. So on today's show, Catfishica, which is me, we are going to do a show and talk about catfish. And I'm not talking about the catfish in the ocean. I'm talking about catfish as in the people pretending to be something that they're not. Okay? So my name is Catfishica, and this is what the show is going to be about today. Okay? This is what the show will be today. Right? Persona's not here, and he will not be on this show today. Yes, I know the show says When Persona Speaks, but it's going to I'm going to change the title to When Catfishica Speaks. Okay? So, our first topic is going to be about catfishing and why we do it. Okay? So the reason why we do the catfishing is because we want attention. And you won't give us attention as our regular selves. So we have to catfish to get the attention that we don't get in real life. So we're going to get it on the internet. That's why we catfish. It's so easy to catfish. So I want everybody, hold on, Persona, I want to talk to the people.
Oh no. Catfishica? Who the hell was that? Somebody trying to hack my shit? What's going on? Ain't no Catfishica. I ain't no Catfishica. Who the hell was that? Oh man. Hey man, what up guys? How y'all feeling today, man? Happy Friday. Miss Catfishica is my name. Absolutely. Catfishica, man. Catfishica, she wanted to it seems like she wanted to speak about something. Shout out to Luca. I appreciate you, Luca. She says, Miss Catfishica is my name. Miss Catfishica, that's her name. Catfishica. Hey man, how y'all feeling today, man? It's Friday.
I'm a PlayStation fan too. Respect my time. I got a wife and kids.
It's my opinion. I'm a neutral.
Hello, FT. Hello, FTC.
But this is great for gamers. Cut the cap.
I'm a game influencer. It looks like DLC. I'm only human.
What is good, guys? How y'all feeling today, man? Happy Friday, man. Happy Friday. Yo, Viper, man, I appreciate you for the super chat, bro. He says, catfish looking for fish sticks. Oh, no. Oh, man. Don't do it to him. How y'all feeling today, man? I know it's Friday. Listen, I was not going to let the week end without getting a When Persona Speaks out the door. You feel me? It's just holiday time, man. It's been holiday time these past couple weeks with 4th of July and whatnot. So I didn't do a show Monday like a traditional show. But I said that I wanted to do a show, before the week ended, So, happy Friday, guys. I hope you all are good, man. Listen, if you're at work, I hope I could get you through your work day or work evening. If you're on your way home from work or school or whatever, I hope I could get you through your commute home. Listen, man, you might be at home cooking dinner, doing homework. Well, ain't no homework because it's summertime. Unless your kid is in summer school, then you might be doing some homework. So doing homework with the kids, cooking dinner, cleaning up the house or whatever you may be doing. I hope I can get you through your session. Listen, you might be taking a shower. I don't know. This cleanliness is closer to godliness. Understand? You know, I just appreciate you putting me on. Listen, you might be having the maritals with the significant other. I don't know. I just appreciate you putting me on. You're like, baby, we gonna do what we do, but I gotta put this When Persona Speaks on. I appreciate you. Right? So, you know, shout out to y'all, man. Listen, where are my manners, man? Let me shout out the chat. You know how we do things here, guys. We gotta shout out the community of supporters and everybody that's rocking out with us, man. Yo, Jesus Morales, what's good, bro? Appreciate you. Says, I'm smoking a blunt before I start my game, and as you should, man, as you should. It is Friday, guys, right? It is the weekend, so you definitely got to get, you know, you got to gotta light one up. You understand? It's all good. I understand. You feel me? Do what you do. Yo, Jiggery Pokery, what's going on with you, man? Appreciate you. He says, only way she gets off. Hey, yo, shout out to Jiggery. Yo, Carl Anchor in the building. Carl, how you feeling today, bro? Carl says, Ragnarok is commenting and bots are harassing Jeff Keighley. They down bad. Oh, we gonna talk about it. Listen, we gonna talk. We gonna talk today. Trust and believe, we are going to talk today. Okay? Yo, DC Gaming in the building. Shout out to my boy DC Gaming. Yo, man, listen, real quick too, man. We had me and Strick, we held one of our IT spaces today. You know, talking about our journey in IT and had other people came up and gave their journeys and their thoughts about getting into IT and advice and whatnot. Yo, it turned out to be a really great space, man. A lot of good perspectives, just really good conversation, you know, like real grown folks talk. You understand? So definitely check that out. It's on Strictly's Twitter, which I'll link that in a second. And you know, it was a lot of great discussions, man. A lot of great conversations, man. I tell y'all all the time, like, yo, look, IT is such a great field to get into. You feel me? I definitely think y'all should definitely get into the field of IT if it's something that you want to do, right? If it's something that you want to do. I do think that's the link right there to the spaces. If I think, you know, if it's something that you want to do, if it's something that you're serious about, you know, if you want to, you know, make more money or you know, grow, get into a career that has a lot of growth or the potential to have a lot of growth, right? I definitely think IT is it. Obviously, IT isn't the end all be all, right? But if that's something that you were thinking about, definitely check out the space and, you know, give it a listen and let us know what you think. Me and Strictly will try to do those a little bit more often, not too often, but, you know, just a little more often, maybe like once or twice a year or like every 3 months or something like that. You know, me and Strick will talk and we'll see. But shout out to everybody that came through and listened, right? Even if you aren't interested in getting in IT, if you came through to listen, you know, we definitely do appreciate it, man. Shout out to y'all, right? Yo, Ice Queen Gaming in the building. Ice Queen, how you feeling today? Yo, DE, what's up? Appreciate you. Das Mises, what's going on with you? Planetary Federation of Unions, what's going on, Planetary? I appreciate you. Kratos99 in the building, what's going on with you? Nick in the building, how you feeling today? SIE, what's going on with you, SIE? John the Don, I appreciate you, bro. He says, great work, y'all, doing upgrading knowledge to the community. Yeah, man, you know, listen, I love to see people succeed, man. That stuff genuinely does make me happy. I want to see everybody succeed, you feel me? So, you know, definitely tell me your success stories and whatnot whenever you guys do break out into IT or get promotions or whatever. That stuff makes me happy. I love it. Yo, Corrosive, what's good, man? I appreciate you, bro. Nick in the building. Impatient Fire, what's going on with you? JP Loco, what's going on with you? Mr. Go Try Hard Guy Uchiha in the building. Shout out to my boy, Mr. Go Try Hard Guy. Appreciate you, bro. Star Guardian 88 in the building. He says, I've considered it at one point. Hey, man, listen, it's never too late. Yo, Star Guardian, it's never too late to get into IT, man. You could be 100 years old and still get into IT. You feel me? I definitely encourage anybody, regardless of age or, you know, where you come from in life. I highly recommend everyone get into IT. Yo, Object 2B, what's going on with you, bro? Appreciate you. Wolfgang, what's going on with you? Ramo 25 Iffy, what's going on with you, Ramo? Appreciate you. Jack Move Johnny in the building. Yo, Jack, what's good, bro? I appreciate you always, brother. Always. Barrington Sampson, Barrington, what's good, bro? Appreciate you. True Virgil in the building. True Virgil, I appreciate you. He says, I think you guys should do electrical work. No degree needed and 100K starting. Yeah, electrical engineers, So in terms of like trade jobs, plumbing, electrical engineering are two very, very good, very, very good jobs just to have, because especially plumbing, if you was to become a plumber, right? Like like, are you kidding me? You know, especially if you was like a plumber working in like one of the big cities, you'd be making some really good money. Also mechanics make really good money as well, because I mean, what the fuck, everyone, you know, especially in the post-pandemic age where no one is really trying to catch public transportation, there's more cars on the roads nowadays, right? Mechanics are definitely making a killing right now when it comes to the bread. So yeah, those are definitely great fields to get into. Also HVAC, which is like dealing with like the heating and cooling systems. So imagine if you got like a contract, just imagine you took on a trade as an HVAC and you got a contract with one of these big city buildings to maintain their cooling systems. Are you kidding me? Do you understand how much money you would make? Oh my God. Yeah, HVAC is another great one as well. I definitely think those are some really good trades to get into. JP Loco, what's good, Mo? Bro, appreciate you. J Doggy, what's good? Seattle Chef, what's going on with you, bro? The man himself, how you feeling today, man? I appreciate you. It's me, baby 80, what's going on with you? Says, yeah, that was a great thing y'all did. Shout out to y'all, wish y'all the best, man. Appreciate it. It's me, appreciate it. Yo, Vel R, what's going on with you? Sergeant 13, how you feeling today, bro? I appreciate you. PS Rewind, what's going on with you, bro? I appreciate you. Yo, Blandrew, what's going on with you? Tuning in while playing the hybrid powerhouse known as Nintendo Switch. Yo, shout out to my boy Blandrew. I appreciate you, Blandrew, always, man. Who else is here? Macho in the building. Macho, what's good, bro? We're gonna have to get the run back on DNF Duel, Macho. Yo, Strick, what's good, bro? Shout out to my bro Strick, man. Yo, Blackbeard, what's going on with you? DVG, Philip DVG, what's good, bro? Appreciate you. Lorenzo Carson in the building. How you feeling today, bro? I appreciate you, man. Cloud Strife in the building. Cloud, what's good, bro? What is good? I just want to make sure I get everybody. Y'all know how I do things here. Yo, Muck in the building. Muck 45, what's good? Philip K in the building. Philip, how you feeling, bro? I appreciate you. Yo, Shadow Wolf 712, what's good, man? Appreciate you. Getting your money's worth out of that soundboard. Absolutely, soundboard is a staple here at the Gaming with Persona YouTube channel. Toolman 55, what's good, bro? Appreciate you. Make sure. Yo, Fabian Vargas. Fabian, what's good, man? Appreciate you. Phillipson 22, what's good? Luca, what's good, mama? Appreciate you. Pie Piper, what's going on, man? Appreciate you. Shaquille Mia, what's good? What's good, Shaquille? Appreciate you. I appreciate you. Yo, Chef Chef the Beam. Hold up. Yo, Chef the Beamy. The Beamy. What's good? Appreciate you. Yo, Steely. What's up? What's up? Make sure I get everybody. Extreme Gamer. What's going on with you? Do I got everybody? Yo, Ghost in the Garage Gaming. What's good, bro? I appreciate you. Plus Ultra. What's up? I appreciate you. Yo, Boycott Activision. That's a hell of a name. What's up? I appreciate you. M, the letter M. Shout out to M. J Gamer UK. What's good, bro? Appreciate you. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Listen, round of applause for the folks in the chat. Yo, Link, what's good? Bird, what's good, bro? Shout out to Bird. Harry, what's up, man? I appreciate you. Blue Mustang in the building. Blue Mustang. Shout out to everybody here, man. AC, what's up, bro? I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. Matter of fact, I'm feeling good today. It's Friday. Another round of applause for the people in the chats. I said another round of applause for the people in the chat. Hey, man, listen. I was not going to let let this week end without getting When Persona Speaks out the door. You feel me? Because it has been a lot of craziness that I have been seeing this week. Quite disgusting, if you ask me. I think it's been quite disgusting. Oh, shout out to Viper Reaps in the building as well. Shout out to Viper. He says, IT plus security clearance, never broke, never in debt. That is a fact. I'm actually trying to get a security clearance now. So I trust me, Viper. I'm trying to get that security clearance. That's what I'm working on now. But listen. The things that I have been seeing this week have been, Farbees, what's good? It has been quite disgusting. Okay, utter disgusting. Which is crazy because as much as we love to say how, first off, this week is I'm getting too far ahead. Let me dial it back a little bit. Hold up. Can we just talk about how great of a week this has been for PlayStation? Can we talk about that for a second? Listen, I'm a PlayStation fan too.
I'm a PlayStation fan too.
I'm a PlayStation fan, right? And my God, this has been one of the greatest weeks for PlayStation, for me personally, when it comes to PlayStation. And really, when it comes to gaming in general, you get what I mean, guys? There's so many great games on the horizon, right? There are so many good games, right? And then we got the release date. First off, I need my flowers, okay? I need my flowers because your boy got it right. Listen, Insider Persona is in the building, okay? I'm a bit cocky today, you understand? Even though I got it wrong for like 15 weeks in a row, I'm gonna be cocky this week because this week is my week, okay? This week is our week, PlayStation Nation. It is our week because we got that God of War Ragnarok release date. Ooh wee, it feels good to be back. We got that God of War release dates. Okay, we got the God of War release date, the thing that we all have been wanting, that we have been salivating for, what we have been super patient but impatiently waiting patiently to get is that God of War release date. We got the God of War Collector's Edition, which is the Jotnar edition, which is looking fire with the Thor's hammer, right? We got a new CG trailer, right? Oh my God, am I extremely hype, right? The PlayStation Nation is hype, right? And this is how you know PlayStation Nation is hype, because and this is what people have been clamoring for, right? Because listen, PlayStation knows one thing about PlayStation. They know what gamers want, and what gamers want are great games, right? But see, PlayStation Nation, the gaming community has spoken. Listen, we got the date this week on Wednesday, and 11/9/2022, over almost 160,000 likes, 52,000 retweets. You understand? That is because people want this game. They are clamoring for this game, and rightfully so. Rightfully so, because this game is about to break records. This game is about to be fire. I'm speaking it into existence, right? I know that Eric Williams and his team, because Eric Williams is the one that's overseeing the development for this. It's not Corey Barlog, it's Eric Williams, which I have a whole lot of faith in, right? This game is supposed to be between 40 plus hours long, right? It's going to be a lot, right? And I'm excited. I've been excited all week. I've been in such good spirits all week, right? Then we got the InZone H9 headset, which I think that's dope. I'm gonna do a video on it this weekend. But I played a couple games using the headset yesterday, and I think it's a beautiful headset. Good build quality and whatnot. And it sounds great. Honestly, it does. But I need more time with it. I'm gonna spend a lot more time with it over the weekend, and probably Sunday or probably Monday morning. You'll be able to see my impressions and thoughts on the headset, right? But we got the InZone headset, right? Then we got Valkyrie Elysium release date, Dialfield Chronicles release dates, Star Ocean release date. Was that this week? Was Star Ocean release date this week, or was that last week? I think Star Ocean was this week. I think it was this week. We're gonna go with this week. It might have been last week. I might be getting my days mixed up, but regardless, a lot of great gaming news has been here. But going back to God of War, right? Because we got to talk about it, right? God of War is I mean, listen, God of War is highly sought after, highly anticipated, and we're not talking about fake hype or fake excitement, right? Because, you know, God of War, because people who are looking forward to God of War are people who truly are going to support the game, buy the game, play the game, enjoy the game. A lot of people are going to platinum the game, I'm sure, and there's going to be a lot of there is a lot of excitement behind this game. But one of the things that I was curious about this week, right? Because, you know, we had got the Starfield gameplay a couple weeks ago at Summer Game Fest, right? At PlayStation, at Bethesda, the Microsoft Bethesda showcase, right? Which that was highly anticipated, right? By a lot of people in this community, and a lot of people in this community were actually, and see, this is why I say a lot of people have revisionist history, because PlayStation Nation, I know we all know, because we were definitely going to be, you know, we know, right? But when it comes to the people that like to have the revisionist history, they forget how, you know, just earlier this year or even last year, people were trying to say how Starfield was going to destroy God of War, and how Starfield is the better game than God of War, and trying to shit on God of War and all this. Y'all remember that? I think we all remember that. Put a 1 in the chat if you remember seeing a certain kind of caliber of zealots that were pushing that narrative, without seeing any type of gameplay, without seeing any type of anything from Starfield, at least nothing substantial for us to go off of, not anything tangible where we can actually properly look at the gameplay and decide, oh yeah, this is or is not going to be a quality experience. Look at the ones in the chat. Of course we all remember that, right? I remember it perfectly well as well. We all remember, right? Because I think all of us, you know, are like elephants, right? And I'm not talking about elephants in size. I'm talking about elephants in minds, because an elephant never forgets. An elephant never forgets. An elephant never forgets. And we never forget, guys. So I was looking through YouTube, and I was like, you know what? You know, God of War, the collector's edition in the new CG Father Son CGI trailer. Damn, man, it released this week, man, and I was looking at it, and I was like, damn, it's already at 3 million plus views. Jesus Christ, like, yo, that's like super quick, right? So I was like, you know what? I wonder what the official gameplay reveal for Starfield, because that's a big moment. That's a big moment within the industry. That's a big moment within gaming, right? Because this is what a lot of people within the community were after, we're looking for. So clearly there is a lot of hype, a lot of excitement behind this. I'm like, Starfield's got to be like way ahead, like in terms of gameplay, right? So I was like, you know what? Let me look and see what the gameplay reveal for Starfield looks like. What does that look like, right? Yo, Michael Jordan, help me out.
Stop it. Get some help. Stop it. Get some help. Stop it. Get some help.
And I was sadly mistaken. And listen, I went into this thinking, yo, Starfield is definitely gonna be much higher because it's been a longer period of time. So like clearly Starfield has the advantage. And again, I was just curious. I legit was just curious to see, you know, I legit was just curious to see how, you know, like what is the hype level on YouTube when it comes to the search algorithms of what people really can't wait to get their hands on. Now, obviously, I have to put the disclaimer out there, guys, because obviously this is just for, you know, jokes and for a conversation. None of this is definitive, obviously, right? And when I say definitive, I mean, you know, obviously we're just going off YouTube, you know, views and algorithms to see just where the hype is within the community when it comes to two very large games from two very reputable development studios, right? Like, truthfully. So
Stop it. Get some help.
No.
So, Bethesda's official YouTube channel, the Starfield is at 2.8 million. On Xbox official YouTube channel, Starfield gameplay reveal is at 515K. Right? And God of War's Collector's Edition unboxing is at 1.3 million. And God of War's Father-Son cinematic trailer is at 3 million. Now, keep in mind, this was what I looked at on Thursday, right? Let's look at it today. Let's look at it today. Because I'm curious. Oh, damn. Oh no. Oh, no. Oh, no. So, the Collector's Edition unboxing is at 1.8 million now. And the Father-Son cinematic trailer is now at 4.2 million. Sheesh. But to be fair, let's look at the Starfield gameplay reveal. Let's look at it. Bethesda's at 2.8 million still. And the official Xbox YouTube channel is... Where we at? Xbox. Where you at? Xbox. Is that the Xbox? Xbox. Let's see. And the official gameplay for Starfield is at... Where you at, Starfield? Why can't I find Starfield? Xbox Starfield. Okay, here we go. It's at 15. It's at 515K. I don't know. I don't know. So it ain't move. It ain't move. So, you know, I put, you know, gamers have spoken, right? Because I made a tweet about this. Like, gamers have spoken. And the reason why I said that at the end, where I said gamers have spoken, right, is because it's not artificial. No one is going out and artificially trying to pump up these numbers, right? These are the numbers of people in the community, and I don't mean just our small section of the community. I'm talking the gaming community in general as a whole, right? So the people who aren't really on Twitter that much, right? Or the people, you know, the casuals and the everyday people that's just going on about their life and don't really follow a lot of this stuff too closely, right? Gamers have spoken, meaning the interest, like, so if both of these games were to release at the same time in November, I mean, you know, we see where the interest is. We see where the interest is. When the Starfield gameplay got revealed, there was a lot of doubt that began to set in because of how underwhelming the gameplay looked, right? But when we talk about PlayStation and PlayStation's ability to deliver, even off of their gameplay trailer from last September, which is sitting at 15 million views, 15 million views. Even this last year, which we know the game will look even better than this. And this is why I say PlayStation's ability to deliver causes a lot of envy. The quality level, the amount of the attention to detail, right? The ability to actually deliver a quality product, especially when they were doing this stuff during a pandemic, is a feat worthy of praise from the community. We haven't even gotten the dedicated God of War state of play yet, which most likely will happen. Like I said in my video, if you watch my video I put out, I think that'll happen either mid August, probably late September or something like that. But this is the quality. And PlayStation's ability to deliver such quality makes a lot of people envious. And I'm not talking about developers. Right? Although there may be some who may feel a bit envious. We've seen examples of that, like the Ubisoft devs that were trying to say that the Last of Us 2 gameplay wasn't real, that was fake, or that was CGI or whatever. And lo and behold, it was and is real, right? Even in, the stuff about Spider-Man not being real and how the game is actually going to be downgraded at launch, and come to find out the game actually looked better than all of the gameplay reveals and CGI the trailers that we got at all of the E3s. Spider-Man the regular Spider-Man Miles Morales looks even better than that, believe it or not, right? But I'm talking about people within the community, right? And I'm not just talking about like the everyday person or people. I'm talking journalists, influencers. There's envy there. And I think a lot of that envy comes from PlayStation continuously being able to outshine the competition day in and day out, regardless of how much they may try to throw a monkey wrench into the mix to throw them off their game. PlayStation continues to persevere, and PlayStation continues to deliver high quality products. Even with Horizon Forbidden West, where Horizon, and again, guys, I tell you guys all the time, do not, reviews. I do not think reviews is you should really be using reviews. First, I mean, you're free to do whatever the fuck you want. I'll speak for myself. I don't really use reviews to determine if a game is worth playing. I can only play the game and determine if the game, or look at the gameplay and say, ask myself, do I see myself playing this, right? But when it comes to Horizon Forbidden West, we saw that with Horizon Forbidden West, where it improved upon itself in such a good way, right? It fixed everything that was wrong with the game. It fixed everything that was wrong with the first game. The character models were more detailed, showed more expression, more lifelike, right? The world was even more beautiful and more dense, more it was just more. Even the world itself was much bigger, right? I enjoyed the story as well, the enemies, the weapons, they did everything right with this game. And then we look at the updates that's been happening with like VRR, and I know we just got the ALLM updates, right? And them adding like the balance patch, so now you can do fidelity mode with 40 hertz and all the different things they've been doing to make just make this game the perfect experience, right? And it actually scores lower than the first game, which some people may say, oh well, it's not that big a deal, which it really isn't. In the grand scheme of things, it's not that big a deal because it still continues to chart, it still continues to sell, and it is a great game, right? I tell you guys all the time, play games for enjoyment, not for acceptance, 100%. But when it comes to PlayStation putting out their games, putting out anything really, there's always this weird stigma or scrutiny that tends to come with looking at PlayStation, that tends to come with anything that has to do with PlayStation, right? I've been noticing it for a long time now. I don't speak on it as much anymore because I think all of us know and understand what's going on, right? At least in certain instances. But one of the funny ones that kind of grabbed my attention this week was something that I'm not surprised, but I'm actually surprised. I'm not surprised, but I'm surprised, and the reason why I am surprised is actually because of the response that was given to it, because I wasn't really expecting anyone to really respond per se. But if anyone had responded, I didn't think it would have been this person, right? I thought it probably would have just been, whatever. So what am I talking about? Good old, you know what? Let me set the entrance. Ladies and gentlemen, coming to the stage right now is.
I don't think that Sony has enough good exclusives right now, comparatively probably to what Game Pass and Xbox exclusives will offer me. That between like the Hogwarts Legacy game.
Yes, you heard it right. I don't think PlayStation has enough good exclusives right now. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. I'm talking about the one, the only Frost. Yo, listen. Shout out. Like, yo, I at this point, I am not surprised by anything that happens on the internet. From the catfish shit that we see, from the hypocrisy within the games media, right, and influencers, making excuses for one side over the other, to even this, right? I'm just not surprised at this stuff anymore. But I am happy to see developers actually speaking up and speaking out against a lot of the misinformation or gaslighting things that tend to happen on social media. Now, obviously, I'm not expecting developers to respond to everything, nor do they need to, right? I do not think developers, really anybody in the community, man, everything does not require a response, because the best response, oftentimes the best response is showing your work. Actions are always going to speak louder than words. Now, obviously, the words spoken here by Corey Barlog, shout out to Corey Barlog, very good dude, met him multiple times, have so much respect for him and the team. The words spoken here, I think, can be heard all the way in Saigon. You understand? The words here can be heard in Hades all the way up to Olympus. The words spoken here can be heard across the universe. It's that loud. That's how loud it is. It's so loud, it's deafening. You understand?
I'm a PlayStation fan too.
Listen, it's just my opinion.
It's my opinion.
It's just my opinion, right? But what am I talking about? So Frost put out a tweet. So after the God of War news, right? Everybody's happy, right? Like, we're all happy. And this is why this is like so. It's almost like they have a playbook with a lot of this stuff, right? Because everyone is happy, right? Except for Xbox dudes, but we'll get to that in a moment. Everyone is happy, right? I'm happy. Y'all in the chat, y'all are happy. We're all celebrating. People are doing Twitter Spaces super happy. People are putting up videos excited. People are making plans so that they can pre-order the game. And people are making plans with their jobs or whatever so that they can take off time the week of the 9th so that they can really play this game nonstop and put so much time. Everyone is happy. I can honestly say, like, even me, right? When the God of War date hit, I was so happy. Yo, I called Bari. I was in the office. I had to go in the office Wednesday. So I'm sitting in the office and my meeting just started. I walked out the meeting. I was like, what? It was kind of still getting settled because like everyone was still coming in and everyone was getting settled or whatever. So I looked down at my phone. I see something from PlayStation. I see God of War. So I said, hold up. I was like, hold up. What? So I looked at the tweet and I saw the date. I was like, I had to leave out the meeting. I was like, what? And I called Barry. I was like, Barry, I gotta calm down, bro. I'm super hyped. I was legit happy, bro. Like, I was happy. And I think a lot of us were. Like, really and truly, I think a lot of us were happy. Just happy. Everyone was happy. So I just find it strange that these types of things tend to show up during these happy moments like this. And I always feel like it's not showing up. I feel like when these types of things are brought up or asked, I do not think it's genuine. It never feels genuine. And obviously, you can't really feel words, right? But the tone, right? The tone coupled with how certain people tend to act or are, or the things they have said in the past, the tone of this just did not feel genuine. That's one. Two, everyone is happy. Everyone is celebrating this. Even Corey Barlog and the team, everyone is happy. Everyone is talking about how they, because I follow a couple of the developers from Sony Santa Monica. So once the date dropped, I seen a lot of developers saying, "Oh, so happy we can finally give the date. Can't wait for y'all to play the game. Oh, you're in for a treat." I see developers all up and down my timeline excited to share this moment with the community, which I love, man. I really love that shit. And then here we go with this bullshit, right? So she goes, "I feel like God of War on November release date is because they want to hit the holiday quarter and maybe not because that's a reasonable launch date. Hope there's no crunch and everything is going according to plan." Huh? Oh shit, what just happened? Huh? Hope there's no crunch and everything is going according to plan. Huh?
Stop it. Get some help. Stop it. Get some help. Stop it. Get some help.
What? How is everyone sharing in this joyous occasion? And here you go with the negativity. What? Like, like what? That's like, yo, real talk. That's like, so imagine you filled out some college applications and you filled out the NYU to Yale to Harvard, to MIT, right? And your highest and your highest choice was MIT, right? And you got into MIT, right? And someone just comes, but you don't get a full scholarship, but you got into MIT. It's not a full scholarship, so you're gonna have to pay, right? And then and what's supposed to be a happy occasion, someone's be like, "Oh man, you're gonna be stuck in debt forever going to that school." What?
Stop it. Get some help.
What? See, this is why I fucks with Corey. Because you know the saying, killing with kindness? The kindness is oozing from Corey's reply here. It's oozing. Oh God. Pause. So Corey replies, which this is a very classy, a very professional, classy reply that I love. Because again, yes, I love this reply. So Corey goes, "I feel like we thought a lot about what date is best and chose the best date for the team, the game, and the fans." Oh, I'm a PlayStation fan too.
I'm a PlayStation fan too. I'm a PlayStation fan too.
Round of applause for Corey, man. Round of applause. Round of applause to Corey, man. Because no one else could have said it better. They chose what was best for the team. And notice he put the team first, not the game. See, guys, we got to pay attention to the whole thing here. Notice how he put the team first before the game and even before the fans. It's the subtleties, guys. It's the subtleties. You gotta learn how to read between the lines. They chose the best date for the team first. Chose the best date for the team. That is first and foremost. Then once we got to, okay, team, this is where we feel realistically comfortable. We looked at the game. Like, when it comes to the size of the game, can we do this? Okay, we can. Now let's look at the fans. We know that the fans are clamoring, so we want to do the date that's both beneficial to the team, the game, and the fans without compromising any of the three. But the team comes first, as it should. as it should. Because even though, like, you know, delays, obviously a delay game is a great game, as some people love to say, right? And we all understand delays. The team definitely comes first. Pause. The team is first because the well-being of the team is most important. And Corey and team and Eric Williams and the whole Sony Santa Monica team, knowing what kind of leadership is at Sony Santa Monica, yes, put the team first. But that's obvious, though. That's obvious. But it's this Debbie Downer bullshit that keeps rearing its ugly head in this community. And it's not even from the people you would expect this type of stuff from. Now, obviously, the zealots do all this crazy shit, blah, blah, blah. Yes. But it's not. It's certain individuals on the media side that continuously put this type of negativity out there. Crazy. And this is not the first time. But then when you check them on this type of stuff, you are the bad guy. As long as you're checking them respectfully, even if you are doing it respectfully, you are still the bad guy. Why is that? Why is that? Because then you have to ask yourself a question, ladies and gentlemen. You have to ask yourself a question. If this is supposed to be a joyous time and occasion, but someone can still find a negative point to push on during that moment in time, what does that say about their character? What does that say about their thoughts about a lot of this stuff? Envy, jealousy, boredom, who knows? But PlayStation's ability to deliver, it breeds a lot of envy and anger, especially for the people who prefer Xbox. Especially for the people who are on the Game Pass bus. Crazy. But something else interesting happened as well. Because her peers actually checked her as well. I think somebody screenshotted in my tweet. Let me see. I think somebody screenshotted it. No, I think Guap got it. When Ryan McCaffrey, shout out to Ryan McCaffrey. I think he's a good guy. I like Ryan. Ryan McCaffrey. He had to check her too, man. Listen, no one is above reproach. Everybody has to understand that, man. And I think for a lot of us here, we understand that. But you and I are everyday people. It's the ones who feel, it's the ones who with you can always tell who has the God complex because of how they act on the internet. No one is above reproach. I'm trying to find the tweet. I can't find the damn tweet. Where's the tweet? Let me see if it's here. Oh, here we go. Shout out to Ryan McCaffrey. He's a cool guy. I like him. I think he's a cool guy. So Ryan says, again, and I'm glad Ryan said this. I'm glad Ryan stepped up and spoke up against this. I actually want more. And I said this in my tweet. Right? Obviously, Ryan's not a developer. I love the peers. I would love for their peers to kind of be the ones to do this, kind of like how Ryan did. Again, shout out to Ryan, right? But I also want to see more developers stopping a lot of that misinformation and bullshit, because that's how a lot of this stuff happens. And no, it's not developers' fault, right? I'm not saying any developers at fault, especially the ones who choose not to speak up. It's not any of their fault. The point that I'm trying to make is that when it comes to a lot of the misinformation that tends to get spread around in this community, a lot of that stuff is things that are being disguised as thoughts or opinions, but are very suggestive and try to be pushed as an object, as if it's objective, and it's not. Very suggestive. But shout out to Ryan, right? Ryan says, when has Sony ever shoved something out to make a specific quarter? They've never been that kind of publisher. Heck, more of their big tentpole releases have come out in Q1 and Q2 than the big almighty Q4 when you look across their entire first party portfolio in recent years. So then Frost answers, glad to hear it. With all the stories of crunch, it's almost always concerning when there isn't a delay these days. I'm shocked anything doesn't get pushed with COVID messing with teams. Let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk. Let's really talk. I really want to have a conversation now. Now I really want to talk, because a couple of things jump out at me here. A couple of things jump out. Quite a few things are jumping out at me. Quite a few. The biggest thing for me is the use of COVID and the pandemic. We've seen that PlayStation is not afraid to delay or push something back to make sure that it is a high quality product, but also to make sure that, again, their devs do not become overtired, overwhelmed, or compromised. Now, obviously, there may be some late nights here and there. No one is perfect, right? We all have late nights. I've had late nights. I'm sure you've had late nights too when it comes to work, right? So I don't think anyone is above that, right? But we've seen that PlayStation has been able to deliver during the pandemic, and we've seen that PlayStation has had to delay games during the pandemic as well. Horizon Forbidden West is a perfect example. God of War is a perfect example. Did we not see the when Cory Barlog put out why God of War got pushed back, and part of it, obviously, I don't think it was the whole thing, but a big part of it was because Chris Judge had to do hip surgery and some other surgeries. So they pushed the timeline back so that he could recover. So if we all are paying attention to gaming and following gaming news and following what's going on, how did this even come up as a thought? Knowing what Corey and Eric Williams and the team were willing to do to make sure that Chris Judge could be in working shape and he had the time he needed to recover. Because they could have said, you know what, let's just split the game and make 3 games and call it a day. They said, no, we want to make this game one whole experience. We are going to delay the game so that Chris Judge can heal and then come back 100% and we'll finish the game off. So how did we get from understanding that PlayStation is able to actually delay something or push something back or gives the autonomy of their teams to make the proper decisions, to where it's like, you know what, PlayStation, we're going to push this back because we need more time to perfect this or perfect that or do this and do that? How did we go from understanding that to this, ladies and gentlemen? How? And then going back to what Ryan McCaffrey has said, PlayStation is actually known for not releasing their games in the holiday season. This was actually a big thing for a while last generation, where people were saying that PlayStation was scared of the holidays. Or they were saying that PlayStation was, they put out all the games in the early time of the year, and they do the smaller stuff towards the end of the year, but nothing major on a God of War level. So if something like God of War is actually releasing this time of the year, this must mean that this is the time that they feel comfortable putting it out because the team is ready. But the stories we hear about the crunch in the pandemic, are you really concerned? Because again, there's a lot of that going around here, ladies and gentlemen, that fake concern, that people tend to give. Are you really concerned about development crunch? And if so, what are you personally doing about it? Because thoughts and prayers ain't enough. If you truly care and want it to change, how are you making that change? That's one. Two, if you are truly following the news and what's going on within the industry, why didn't you know what Ryan said? Why is that such a surprise to you? What's going on? And then again, did she apologize to Corey? Is there an apology here from Corey? No apology. No apology. There's no apology to the team for even putting out this nonsense. There's no apology. Like, oh, I apologize, Corey and team. You know, I didn't know, blah, blah, blah. Thanks for clarifying. I don't see nothing like that here. I don't see nothing like that here. And this is why I have no problem with developers not wanting to talk to journalists and influencers. I have no problems with it because of shit like this. Where's the apology? Where's the apology? All these people replying, but ain't nobody, but the person that should be in the replies apologizing has not. Again, say anything without any type of repercussions, without any fear of any pushback from anybody. And we all are supposed to just take it and accept it and move forward. Where is the apology? Did she do it here? Nope. No apologies here. Nope. No, hey, so, you know, I might have been wrong. My fault, Corey and team. You know, I would have at Sony Santa Monica as well. I'm sorry, Corey and at Santa Monica. I was ill-informed. You know, I'm glad to see that, you know, the team is able to, I'm glad to see that the team is able to work at their pace and not having to crunch too much. It's something. Where is the apology? Thank you, Carl. Zero accountability. Say what you want to say and just move the fuck on. And that stuff runs rampant within this community. Say what you want to say, and even if you're proven wrong or not, or given the proper information from the people who have the know-how to properly correct you, zero accountability, zero respect. Do you see why I could never be a developer? Because I had to be honest. I'd have been like, hey, where's my apology? I want an apology. I want an apology to the team. Because you're trying to throw salt and dirt on the team. It's not just me. It's not just Corey. It's not just Eric Williams. It's the team. The team deserves the apology. Not Corey, the team. We won't ever get it though. But it's console warring and toxic fanboys that are the problem. When we got shit like this running rampant, day in and day out. Day in and day out. Zero accountability. Zero, zilch, nada. Where's the apology? Ladies and gentlemen, where is the apology? We'll never get it though. We'll never get it. And listen, it is what it is. At the end of the day, Sony Santa Monica team, they're going to put out a great game that's going to sell well. It's going to kick ass. You understand? And we all are going to enjoy it. Post our screenshots, post our combat clips, post it all, share our experiences, do spoiler cast, do spoiler review, do reviews, do first impressions. The community is going to enjoy this game and give appreciation to Sony Santa Monica and PlayStation for the hard work that they put into making this game. That's where the appreciation is going to come from. It's from the community who gives the appreciation to the developers, respects them, supports the product and all that good shit. That's where it comes from. Really and truly. Let me get these super chats though. Yo, just the guy, man. I appreciate you for the super chat, bro. Shout out to you. He says, I hope you practicing DNF duel for our money match. Yo, money match? What? Hey, yo, just the guy. Listen. Just the guy. Cut it the fuck out. Money match. Listen, I'm not fighting you unless you put up $100 or more, right? If you're not putting at least 100 on the table, I'm not fighting you. We're not doing no $20 matches. I'm not doing that, man. You got to put $100 or more up, and we'll talk. Yo, Cyber Dragon, man, I appreciate you, man. 16 months as a member on the channel. Oh, he says, shout out to the chat mods and our host Persona. Shout out to you, Cyber Dragon. I appreciate you, bro, always. I hope you gaming it up. You feel me? SIE, man, SIE, I appreciate you for the super chat, bro. SIE don't never say nothing when he gives a super chat because he said my super chat is me saying something. And he's absolutely right. Shout out to SIE. I appreciate you always, bro. Blue Mustang in the building. Blue Mustang 357. What's good, bro? He says, being in the military, crunch is just about an everyday thing. I mean, even at my job, there's crunch. Especially over the summer where we try to get a lot of our bigger projects done, especially at the start of the new fiscal year. There's a lot of crunch going on right now at my job. I'm sure there's a lot of crunch going on at your job, right? And I'm not trying to say that crunch, you know, obviously you don't want to kill your body, right? Take breaks, take time away and things like that. Absolutely. But I think crunch is an unavoidable thing regardless of what industry you're in. You know, even in college, you're crunching. You feel me? In college, crunching to get term papers done and all this other stuff. Come on, man. Yo, Philip DVG, man, I appreciate you, bro. He says, she's got G4's PR team crunching to retain viewers. Oh, man. Oh, shit. Hello, FTC? Hey, yo, Philip, you funny, man. You funny, Phil. That's not even the only side of it either, right? Because there is the other side of it, which is the even more hilarious side, if you ask me. Hold on, let me show y'all. Where's it at? Yo, people are covered for my boy Jeff Keeley. Shout out to Jeff, man. Jeff, when you coming to Wups, man? I need you to pull up, man. Come through. Hey, yo, look, man. Let me explain to y'all something, man. You can't stop God of War. You can't stop God of War's greatness. You cannot stop God of War's shine. You understand? And I think a lot of people know that. And they know that the fact that this game is... Oh, hold on. Let me get your super chat. Yo, DC Gaming in the building. DC, yo, I appreciate you, bro, always. For the super chat. He says, got a slide, bro. Keep doing what you do for the PlayStation community. Thank you, DC, man. And be safe and enjoy your weekend, bro. Shout out to you, man. One of the things that, you know, like God of War's success, a lot of people know, especially after seeing that collector's edition, seeing the CG trailer, seeing the gameplay trailer that we got last year, a lot of people know that God of War, it's about to steamroll a lot of shit, right? A lot of people know that. Even people who don't like PlayStation and think all PlayStation games are just walking simulators and movies, interactive movies, right? They're even thinking, damn, man, that God of War, because you know what it is, guys? A lot of people were hoping and praying that God of War got delayed this year. They were praying. Oh my God, I hope that God of War does not release this year, guys. Oh my God, dear gaming gods, if there is a God up in the sky, if there's a gaming God up in the sky, I am praying that you do not let God of War release this year. They cannot keep getting W's, gaming gods. I need you to make sure that this game does not release this year. Okay, gaming gods, I am praying that you do not allow this game to release this year. This is what they were doing, guys. This is what they were praying that God of War got delayed for two reasons. There's two reasons why. One, so that they can gloat, no God of War this year. You guys were making fun about how Starfield got delayed and God of War got delayed. Eat that. That's the first reason. The second reason is because this solidifies that it's over. It's over. This is the nail in the coffin of this generation. It is over. It's over, man. God of War is releasing this year. This year alone has been monumental because Horizon Forbidden West, GT7, and God of War, and The Last of Us 1 remake are all releasing in the same year. Do you understand? All four of these games are system sellers and console movers. All four of these games are about to be high quality. Yo, Steven Orbain, I appreciate you subbing to the channel. Enjoy your stay, bro. All four of these games are about to be high quality. All four of these games are about to sweep. They're about to sell. They are about to make a killing when it comes to the sales. Ladies and gentlemen, we're honest with each other here. Between God of War, check that. Horizon Forbidden West and GT7 released the first half of this year. The Last of Us remake, what you're seeing right now on the screen. Hold up, let me make sure we're doing this in the highest quality possible. Last of Us remake, what you're seeing right now on the screen, and God of War Ragnarok, two of the biggest games to ever release. God of War 2018 sold over 20 million. The Last of Us 1 original and the remaster sold 20 plus million. And these and the remake, which looks beautiful, right? And God of War Ragnarok, which is the sequel to one of the highest and best-selling games of last generation that people are clamoring for, are closing out the year. And we're just gonna sit here and think like this is not a big deal. We're not gonna sit here and think that PlayStation not about to sweep this holiday, that PlayStation not about to dominate this holiday, especially after the fact that Starfield, Redfall, and all that got delayed the next year, and Xbox has not got anything substantial or worth talking about this year so far. If I was on that side of the camp, I'd be jealous too. I'd be angry too. I'd be angry at Jeff Keighley. Listen, Jeff Keighley, shout out to my boy Jeff Keighley. They're angry. But see, they're not angry. Their anger is misplaced. Their anger is misplaced. Because unfortunately, Jeff is kind of taking the blunt of that anger. But really and truly, they're angry at Microsoft. They're angry at themselves for believing the lies. They're angry at Microsoft. Unfortunately, Jeff Keighley has to be the one to kind of take the blunt of that anger, because it's not, because people are talking about, and you probably wonder like, Persona, what are you talking about, man? So shout out to my boy BG, man. So people are angry at Jeff because they think that he's pushing the deadline for the Game Awards nominees date from November 4th to November 19th. And the date has always been, around that time, the 19th time frame. So people are angry at Jeff and saying that he is deliberately doing this so that God of War can make the Game of the Year deadline. Yeah, they seen that greatness and got scared. What they thought was gonna win that Game of the Year? Sea of Thieves Season 7 DLC?
It's my opinion.
What they thought was gonna win that, bruh? Don't tell me they thought that Warhammer was gonna win that bullshit. Or what's coming out this year for Xbox? I can't think of like what's coming out for Xbox this year, like second half of the year. Don't tell me they thought Scorn, had a chance.
It's my opinion.
I don't see these these Xbox zealots are crazy. They actually thought Scorn had a chance. Yo, even if God of War wasn't releasing this year, Game of the Year was going to Elden Ring anyway. All right, let's make one thing abundantly clear. Right? I want to make something abundantly clear. No Xbox game is winning this year's Game of the Year. We need to make that abundantly clear. If it ain't God of War, it's Elden Ring that's winning Game of the Year this year. And honestly, I think it's gonna be God of War. It should be. I ain't even played the game yet, and I'm speaking it into existence. If we really thought that Scorn or Tunic or whatever the hell had a chance of winning this year's Game of the Year, are you crazy? Are you crazy? Come on now, we got to be realistic here, people. No, not when you got Elden Ring and God of War on the scene. Absolutely not. These people are crazy. These people are crazy. Look how they coming at my boy Jeff Keighley in the comments. Funny how Jeff Keighley extended the deadline for Game of the Year just to fit God of War in there. He says, interesting, where did you hear that? Literally every non-blind person would see that. The man didn't even confirm where he heard this bullshit from. It's just something he thinks. He says, this is an accurate story. Eligibility last year extended until November 19th. Then he says, you said Forza missed the cutoff date, Jeff. Which is it, my guy? You're confusing your audience. He says, Forza was eligible last year and won an award even. Check your facts, dude. So this dude said, why wasn't it a nominee then? Forza Horizon 5 was one of the most well-received games of last year. If The Last of Us 2, a game with a mixed receiving, made it cause it caused a big boom, what stopped Forza from being nominated? Are the nominees cherry-picked by someone or what? Hey, brother, did you play Forza? Yo, this don't sound like someone who played Forza Horizon 5. Because he talking about the reviews and not talking about his experience with the game. A lot of these people tend to tell on themselves when it comes to speaking on games, because they're not speaking about their experience with the game. They speaking on how it was received with the public. What the hell does that have to do with your experience? Is the game good to you? Did you actually play the game and have experience to speak on it? And I'm not talking about spending 10 minutes with the game and turning that shit off. I'm talking spent substantial amount of time to where you can accurately determine that, yes, this is a great game and experience. I'm willing to bet no. And secondly, The Last of Us 2 won over 300 awards. Are you crazy? I don't know if you want to use The Last of Us 2 as your I don't know if you want to use The Last of Us 2 in your argument, because that's going to get shut down. Last of Us 2 won over 300 awards, and it's a game that still gets talked about today. If you started a conversation about, oh, so what was your thoughts on Abby and Ellie and their storylines, you're going to have a conversation that lasts at least 3 to 4 hours or more of people agreeing, disagreeing, and having all types of theories. You're not getting that type of shit from Forza Horizon 5. Are you crazy? Even with the leak of The Last of Us 2, it still broke records. Are you crazy? Did we play the same game? Did he even play Last of Us 2? See, this is the problem with the community. Yo, Mark White, I appreciate you subbing to the channel, bro. This is the problem with the community. Did he play The Last of Us 2? I'm willing to bet he didn't play. I'm willing to bet money he did not play Forza Horizon 5 or The Last of Us 2. I'm willing to bet any type of bread on that. Because he's not talking like someone who played these games. Crazy. And then Jeff says, Forza was nominated and won an award. LOL, you guys are off base. Which they did. They won 2 awards. Best sports game of the year, and they won the best for accessibility options, I believe, for the year. And then he says, no, I was talking about last year's eligibility date. Have not said anything about 2022. You guys need some new material. He says, wow, go figure. A first party Sony game comes out at the cutoff day and magically the date now changes. Not going to be a fanboy here. I can't with this bullshit. I can't with this bullshit. Hey, yo, I cannot with this bullshit, man. Hey, yo, this stuff is, this stuff is too funny, man. This stuff is hilarious. God of War got these dudes shook. Everybody was banking on God of War being delayed this year. And the God of War got that date out in November and they shook. Hey, listen, they are shook. You understand what I say? They are shook. Hey, man, listen. You can try all you want. God of War is going to release and it is going to dominate. It is going to sell well. Everyone is going to play it, beat it, share their experiences. Watch when God of War come out. All you're going to see all up and down your timeline is going to be God of War for at least a month or more. Even longer, because even to this day, I'm still seeing Miles Morales screenshots and video game clips. And I'm seeing Horizon Forbidden West. I'm still seeing God of War gameplay clips and all this shit. Listen, man, this game is going to dominate social media for years to come. It's going to dominate for quite a long time. It's going to dominate. And for a lot of people, they're worried. And I'm like, I don't care why. Why does this stuff matter so much to you? It shouldn't matter at all. Because you know what's so funny here? You know what's so funny about these people? All these people that are coming at Jeff Keighley, right? These are people that would tell you, you know where I'm going, guys.
I'm a neutral. I'm a neutral.
You know what they love to say?
I'm a neutral.
Whenever you get into a conversation with these dudes,
I'm a neutral.
whenever they start talking about they own all the consoles,
I'm a neutral.
when they start talking about how, oh yeah, I'm above console warring,
I'm a neutral.
when they start talking about how I go where the games are,
I'm a neutral.
these are people that love to push that I own all the consoles bullshit. That whole I go where the games are. That's what they love to say. I go where the games are. But here you are arguing with a man about a goddamn nomination cutoff date. That's where we are in the gaming community. I'm disgusted.
It's my opinion.
I'm disgusted. I am disgusted. I'm disgusted. Because this continuously happens. A lot of these people are above the console war, above toxicity on the internet, and all this other bullshit that they love to say.
I'm a neutral.
But this is great. But this is great for gamers.
All they love to say, their usual catchphrases. I'm a neutral. I go where the games are. This is where the games are. I go where the games are. I'm a neutral. That's my opinion. All this bullshit that they love to say. But here you are arguing with Jeff Keighley over nomination cutoff dates where you're even in the wrong. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. It is utterly, I'm disgusted. But this keeps happening. This keeps happening. And you know why? You know why it keeps happening, guys? You know why? Because people, you cannot deny or ignore greatness. You can't. You cannot ignore greatness. And a lot of people know that God of War Ragnarok releasing in 2022 in a year where Xbox is non-existent this year. They didn't even show up to compete this year, and they can't use the "oh well, we have Game Pass" argument here, because it ain't shit worth playing in that either. So all their talking points, they gonna look. You know how foolish someone's gonna look when they say, when you're sitting there playing God of War Ragnarok and they say, "Oh well, I've got Game Pass. I've got Game Pass." You know how stupid someone's gonna look saying that. And you know what's funny? Someone is going to say that. Someone will definitely use that as their talking point. Well, you know, yeah, you've got God of War Ragnarok, but I've got Game Pass. I've got over 300 games to choose from. You look like a fool. They've already got egg on their face because of Starfield being delayed and them hyping that up to the high heavens, and that gameplay falling on its ass and ended up being a No Man's Sky clone. They already got egg on their face from that. So they're still reeling and recovering from that. Then you put on top the God of War Ragnarok release date? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. These people are fuming. They are furious. They are envious. They are jealous. And they are, say it with me, guys,
I'm a neutral.
neutrals. But that is the conversation, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Yo, and that's the crazy thing, Impatient. Next year is looking even worse, right? Because God of War is releasing this year, right? Next year looks even worse because Forspoken is starting off the year. Then you got Breath of the Wild 2, right? Spider-Man 2, right? We're probably gonna get some Wolverine gameplay trailer, at least some trailer and probably a snippet of gameplay. Probably a KOTOR trailer. Final Fantasy 16. Grand Blue Fantasy Relink. Star Wars Jedi Survivor. The Last of Us Factions, and whatever other live service game that PlayStation is gonna have coming out within Q1 of 2023. Or Q3, I think it's Q3 or Q4, my fault. Oh, winter or whatever. Black Myth Wukong, shout out to Kratos. The games are piling up. Not to mention there's still more on the way. Sony Ben's game, obviously we don't got no data none for that, but I'm just saying, like, there's a lot of things in the pipeline. Starfield's going up against a lot of beast next year, at least with God of War Ragnarok. At least with Breath of the Wild 2, Spider-Man 2, and Final Fantasy 16, and Starfield. Starfield's the weak link in that. And in that equation, Starfield's the weak link. Starfield's the weak link in that equation. I mean, and then the funny thing is, even if it were released this year, you're going up against God of War Ragnarok. It's not happening, man. You're going up against God of War Ragnarok and Call of Duty. It's not happening, man. It's not happening. It's not happening. Oh, not to mention PlayStation VR 2 and Horizon Call to the Mountain. Next year is about to be a bloodbath, man. Nah, absolutely not. Absolutely not. It's gonna be a bloodbath next year. Because PlayStation VR 2, Horizon Call to the Mountain, and whatever games are coming out with PSVR 2. Are you crazy? Nah. 2023 about to be insane for gaming. It's about to be insane for gaming. And then if Nintendo announces their Switch Pro, imagine if Nintendo announces the Switch Pro and Breath of the Wild 2 is going to be on the Switch Pro with higher frame rate, higher resolution, and all that. Y'all not understanding, bruh. This shit about to get 2023 about to be so crazy for gaming. It's not a joke, man. It's not a joke. It's not a joke, man. It's not a joke. It's not a joke, man. It's not a joke. Things about to get real crazy in 2023. Hey, yo, Muck. Yo, Muck, what's good, bro? Appreciate you for the super chat. He says, hey, go pull up Uni tweet about Gal, poor guy. Yeah, I seen it. I ain't gonna pull him up on here, man. I ain't doing that. But yeah, man, listen. That was the show, guys. Like I said, I didn't want to do a show without I didn't want to let the weekend without doing a show, you feel me? Chop it up with y'all. Talk some gaming, you feel me? All the good stuff, right? But I really appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate y'all, the dope community of supporters and people that rock with me. I appreciate all of you that rock with your boy Persona. It's Friday, man. It's Friday, man. You know, if you working or if you're getting home about the game or whatever, man, I hope you enjoy yourself. This Saturday, What's Up PlayStation Podcast, episode 90. We getting up there in the episodes, guys. You know, it's gonna be a good episode, man. We got a lot that we're gonna be talking about, me and Bari. So, you know, definitely don't miss that. Also tonight at 8:30, Plus on Block podcast. It's going live, man, with my boy Dre and Chuck. Some good brothers in the community, man. If you're into fighting games, if you're into, you know, fighting game culture and all that stuff, I definitely suggest y'all check that out. Right? Definitely, it's the link to them. The link to their channel is in the description, but I'm gonna post it here as well. Plus on Block Podcast, IT channel. Definitely go sub to them if you haven't already. If you're into fighting games, you like the content and whatnot, definitely go sub to them. Also, last thing, man, listen, it's summertime, guys. You gotta get the summertime merch. You feel me? GWPmerch.com. You know, I got the Optics shirt. I got the Respect My Time shirt, guys. It's dope shirt, man. I got mine. I wore mine yesterday too to Thor, which is dope. You know, I got the white hands for the light skins or the fairer skinned folks that support and rock out with your boy. You know, listen, I'm inclusive. I'm making sure everybody good. I got y'all. So for the light skins or the you know, the white people that fuck with your boy and whatnot, you know, if you want to get you a shirt with the white hands, I got you. You feel me? So you know, GWPmerch.com. Put that in the description as well. Merch store. You know, definitely grab you up a shirt if you want. You know, summertime. The fall line is coming too, guys. Be on the lookout for that. The fall line will come soon. You know, but you gotta let, you know, it's summertime, man. And in the summertime, you gotta let the folks know, respect your time. You understand? It's summertime. You gonna respect my time. You heard? So definitely grab you a Respect My Time tee, or grab you an Optics tee, or even a Mr. Gamer Politician with the small little polo size logo. You feel me? Let the folks know you are the voice of the people when it comes to the gaming community. Let them know. And like I said, the fall line, be on the lookout for that probably around October. You know, the fall line of GWP merch will come through. I got a couple of ideas that I'm still finalizing, but once I get them finalized, I'm gonna hit up my boy Les and have him do the shirt designs. So yeah, definitely. But listen, guys, I appreciate all of you. Please enjoy your weekend, and please be safe with whatever you're doing. And again, remember, guys, What's Up PlayStation podcast this Saturday at 11 a.m. on the official What's Up PlayStation YouTube channel. The link to that is in the description. Also, if you want to follow me, you can follow me on Twitter at Persona Speaks. You know, I post a lot of gameplay, a lot of jokes, a lot of good stuff, good conversations. So follow me there as well. But yeah, listen, guys, that's it from me. I appreciate you. It's been your boy Persona, and I'm out. Peace.